Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel Lit STEM, where logic meets language. In today's video, we're going to explore one of the greatest classics of American literature, The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. We'll cover the author's introduction, the central idea, major themes, the story in brief, and the conclusion in a simple and easy to understand way. So, without wasting any time, let's get started. Before we dive into The Scarlet Letter, let's get to know its brilliant author. Nathaniel Hawthorne was one of the most celebrated American writers of the 19th century. His works often explore deep themes like sin, guilt, morality, and redemption, while revealing the complexities of human nature. Growing up in New England, Hawthorne was greatly influenced by the region's Puritan history, and this influence is reflected in many of his stories. His masterpiece, The Scarlet Letter, published in 1850, is considered one of the greatest novels in American literature. Through powerful symbolism and unforgettable characters, Hawthorne examines the consequences of judgment, hypocrisy, and the search for forgiveness. At its core, The Scarlet Letter is a powerful story about guilt, shame, and the way society judges people. Nathaniel Hawthorne shows that public punishment is not always the greatest suffering. In fact, the guilt we hide within ourselves can be far more painful. Through Hester Prynne's courage, Arthur Dimmesdale's secret remorse, and Roger Chillingworth's obsession with revenge, the novel explores the emotional and moral consequences of human choices. At the same time, it teaches us that people can overcome their past through honesty, forgiveness, and self-acceptance. Ultimately, Hawthorne reminds us that everyone makes mistakes, but what truly defines us is how we confront them and grow from them. Now, let's look at some of the major themes that make The Scarlet Letter such a timeless novel. The first and most important theme is sin and guilt. Hawthorne shows that different people deal with sin in different ways. Hester Prynne accepts her punishment with courage and learns to live with it. In contrast, Arthur Dimmesdale hides his sin from society, and the burden of his secret guilt slowly destroys him. Through these two characters, Hawthorne suggests that hidden guilt can be far more painful than public shame. Another significant theme is redemption and forgiveness. The novel teaches that people can overcome their past mistakes through honesty, repentance, and good deeds. Hester's journey from being an outcast to becoming a respected and compassionate woman shows that true redemption comes from personal growth rather than society's approval. The third major theme is judgment and hypocrisy. Hawthorne strongly criticizes the strict Puritan society, which is quick to condemn Hester while overlooking the faults of others. The novel exposes how people who appear morally perfect can secretly be guilty of the very sins they condemn, reminding us that no one has the right to judge others without examining themselves first. Another important theme in The Scarlet Letter is the conflict between the individual and society. Hester's life shows how a person can struggle against rigid social rules and public judgment. Hawthorne questions whether society has the right to define someone's identity based on a single mistake, reminding us that every individual deserves the chance to grow and change. The novel also explores identity and transformation. At the beginning, The Scarlet Letter, is a mark of shame forced upon Hester. However, through her kindness, courage, and selfless actions, it gradually comes to symbolize strength, dignity, and compassion. Hawthorne shows that our actions, not our past mistakes, shape who we truly are. Next we have, revenge and hatred form another powerful theme. Roger Chillingworth becomes completely consumed by his desire for revenge against Dimmesdale. Instead of finding peace, his obsession destroys his own humanity. Through Chillingworth's tragic downfall, Hawthorne warns that hatred and revenge can be as destructive as the original sin itself. Another powerful theme in The Scarlet Letter is the strength of women. Hester Prynne is portrayed as a courageous and independent woman who faces public humiliation with dignity and resilience. Instead of allowing society's judgment to break her spirit, she rebuilds her life through kindness, hard work, and compassion. In doing so, Hawthorne challenges the traditional expectations placed on women in Puritan society. The novel also explores the theme of appearance versus reality. Hawthorne reminds us that outward appearances can be deceiving. Characters who seem virtuous and respectable may be hiding deep guilt and moral weakness, while those who are publicly condemned, like Hester, often possess true goodness, honesty, and integrity. Through this contrast, the novel encourages readers to look beyond external appearances and judge people by their character rather than by society's opinions. To conclude, The Scarlet Letter is much more than a story about crime and punishment. It is a profound exploration of human nature, guilt, love, and redemption. Through the lives of Hester Prynne, Arthur Dimmesdale, and Roger Chillingworth, Nathaniel Hawthorne reminds us that true strength lies not in hiding our mistakes but in accepting them, learning from them, and moving forward with honesty and courage. The novel also challenges the harsh judgments of society and highlights the enduring values of compassion, forgiveness, and personal growth. These timeless themes, along with Hawthorne's remarkable psychological insight, continue to make The Scarlet Letter one of the greatest works of American literature. And that's a wrap for today's video. I hope this explanation helped you understand The Scarlet Letter in a simple and meaningful way. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more English literature content, including summaries, themes, critical analysis, and exam-oriented discussions. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy learning!